So in this video, I'm going to show you the three different aspects of travel hacking and how you can maximize the value you get just by actually spending money in your business. So let's dive in. And this is really important because most business owners don't actually go through this process, and they're missing out on a lot of free value from doing the activities that they're already doing in their business. So to give you some concrete examples here, I'm going to be talking about points, how to maximize how many you earn, and how to redeem those points, as well as perks. But for the actual point side of things, this can go very fast and very far. So if you are currently spending roughly about $5,000 a month in ads, that adds up to $60,000 annually. If you use one of the two business credit cards that I mentioned, that would add up to 240,000 points. If you redeem them correctly, that adds up to $24,000 worth of free travel. So that would actually be two first-class flights from the US to Europe, completely free of charge, from ads that are making you money in your business. So this is a process that provides so much free value from things you're already doing, so why not take advantage? Travel hacking really does break down to three different parts. And the first part here that we'll talk about is how do you accumulate and acquire all the different points from your ad spend. Next, we'll talk about how you actually redeem those points for the max value. So right now, the way that you want to accumulate points the best way possible is by using the right business credit card. At the moment, you're probably running ads to acquire clients on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok. There's a lot of different platforms for this. And if you use the right business credit card, you can actually accumulate a lot of points from your ad spend that you're already running in your business anyways. At the moment, you might be using a business debit card or credit card, and because you're not optimized, you're missing out on a lot of points that you would be earning otherwise. Doing this correctly, you can get up to 3 or 4x points for every dollar spent. So let's say in your business you currently spend between 5K to $110,000 a month on ads, so you're able to earn about 30,000 points every single month for free without changing anything in your business model. It's this free value that you're getting in exchange from actually spending on these social media platforms, which are also making you money. So it works in twofold, but the way that you want to accumulate is by using the right business credit card. So the first one is the Amex Business Gold Card. This one's great because you'll be earning 4x points for every dollar spent. And the next one is the Chase Business Preferred, and this one will earn you 3x points for every dollar spent. So now let's talk about actually redeeming those points. I just talked about how you can maximize how many points you earn, but this part is just as important because now we're going to maximize the value you actually get from those points. And most people actually get confused by this process just because there are so many different options out there. Most people will use the points to actually get cash back or gift cards, but you're only getting 1 cent value for every single point that you're using compared to the strategies that I'm about to go into, in which you'll be getting up to 10 cents value, which is obviously a whole lot more. So it's really important that you strategize, you're patient, you take the couple extra steps that it might take to actually redeem these points. You'll get so much more value out of them. So right now, the most important thing to know is that you will get the most value out of your points for the actual traveling portion of it. The different redemptions that exist in other ways can be fine, but you're really only getting about 1 to 2% in most redemptions compared to the actual travel strategies here. You're going all the way up to 10 cents. So the way that this actually works is that you will be using your points and transferring them to travel partners. Travel partners are going to be airlines or hotels that are connected to that bank in which you have your business credit card. You will get so much more value by doing this just because the actual redemption of those points on their actual website is worth a lot more. So for example, if you have points with Amex and you transfer those points over to American Airlines, if you look at the travel portal on Amex, you might have the same ticket cost you 50,000 points on the Amex portal compared to maybe 15,000 on the American Airlines portal. So it really is that big of a difference. By taking this extra step, you can bring your points to go so much further, and there are a lot of airlines that are also a part of alliances as well. So you're able to actually connect different airlines to other ones that are all within the same group. There are a lot of different alliances out there. For example, you have Air France that's connected with United. So if you go on the Air France website, you can book a United flight. This is important because now when you're making those transfers, although your particular bank might not be connected to a specific airline, you might still be able to book your flight. So that's the overall gist of what you want to be doing, connecting your actual bank to these different travel partners. I usually see the most value in transferring them to airlines for flights, but you can also do this process for hotels as well. You just get so much more value if you actually transfer them first to those partners. And an easy way to actually figure out exactly which partner will give you the most value is by going on these different tracker websites. My favorite one is point.me. So this website will allow you to actually book in your flight time, the dates that you're leaving, the date that you're flying back, if it's a two-way flight, and it will automatically scan every single airline and every single airline program that would give you the lowest price for those points so that you actually don't even have to really do the research yourself. You sign up for the subscription. I definitely recommend it. It's only about $5 to $10 a month. It'll do all the scanning for you, and this will allow you to probably take your points another 2 or 3 times higher. So it's a really great process. Obviously, this is a little bit more technical. You do have to do the research to find the right flights, go into the travel partners. Once you do figure out exactly where the points need to go, you have to log into your bank website, connect it to the airline or the hotel, and make that transfer. I recommend really confirming your actual trip as well, because once you make that transfer, it's nearly impossible to transfer them back. So make sure that you go through this whole process, do your research, make that transfer, book your trip. You'll get so much more value out of your points. And the final part is the actual perks that come with some of these business credit cards. This is great because it's an easy process and it completely transforms your experience, though. So the card that I would recommend, that's just the simplest advice I could give you, is the Amex Business Platinum. This one is a little bit more expensive to qualify for. So at the moment of this video, it's $695 a year to use this card, but you're getting a lot of free value in exchange for that. So number one, you're getting lounge access to all the Centurion lounges, which are really nice. They're in most airports and they give you free food. You have phone booths, sometimes you have showers, you get complimentary drinks. It's a way better experience for seating and sitting down, relaxing for your flight. So that alone is a huge value itself. You also have Priority Pass lounges, which is access to a lot of other lounges as well on top of the American Express Centurion lounges. So you're getting access to, I believe, about 2,000 different lounges across the world, which is quite a bit. You should be able to find a couple of lounges in each airport that you go to. So that's number one. Number two is that you're getting free TSA pre-check and clear. Within the US, you can use clear to skip security and go right to the front. I've already used this a lot of different times. You're saving about 30 minutes to an hour for every single time you go into the airport. So that already makes it a way better experience. And then TSA pre-check, well, that one saves you maybe an hour to 2 hours when you enter the country. So clear is for within domestic flights, and TSA pre is when you enter back into the US. So the way this works is that you would pay with your business credit card, and then Amex is going to credit you back for that entire fee so that it becomes free, essentially. So for the TSA pre-check, that's about $70 to start, and then for the clear, that's about $189 every single year. So that's already about $250 of free value from that business credit card. And then you have the opportunity to select an airline to get airline free credits. So credits are assigned with anything extra you might get involving that airline. So if you're using a checked bag, if you pay for Wi-Fi, if you get food on the flight, all of these are extra expenses that you would have attached to the airline. And this American Express Business Platinum card would give you up to $200 free credits back to you. So if you buy snacks for $10, it will credit your account back so that it's free. So that's another free perk right there that really does give you a lot of free value. And then that would mostly be it for the perks. There are a lot of other ones as well. So for example, at the moment of this video, they have Dell as well. So if you go on the Dell website, you have up to $400 free of value on that website twice a year. So in the first part of the year, you have up to $200 of credits. The second half, another $200. So if you go on there, you buy some headphones for $250, it'll credit your account $200. So altogether, you really are getting more than $700 worth of value. The whole travel experience is so much better as well. By having the Clear setup, TSA Pre, and the lounge, you are going through security a lot faster. When you're waiting, you're in a lounge. It's a better experience. So I really do recommend that card. It's my simplest advice when it comes to the perks. There are a lot of different travel cards out there. This is by far my favorite one. So that's the whole travel hacking right there. You have the redemption of points, you have earning the points, the perks involved. By putting them all together, you'll be traveling like a CEO. You'll be getting a lot of free value from the ad spend that you're already making in your business. And you'll be able to travel a lot easier and have a better experience just by benefiting from those perks. So hopefully this helps you out. If you have any questions, just drop some comments below. I'll see you on the next one. The next